have a bigger team, and deliver a better product to you. So if you haven't yet, if you don't mind, press that subscribe button. It would mean the world to us. Thank you so much. You said you love Pam Bondi. I've met Pam Bondi. She seems like a sweetheart. How do you think she handled the Epstein files?
Do you know, I've known Pam Bondi since she was a homicide prosecutor in Hillsborough County. I knew her as the Attorney General in the state of Florida. She is and was remarkable. What I don't know is the inside baseball on the Epstein files. I don't know enough details about that. But I do know Pam Bondi, and my thoughts are that she did everything that she believed she could. But keep in mind, she is a rookie in the federal system. She is the Attorney General, but she's also a rookie, and she's got an entire office full of attorneys.
She's not a rookie in Florida, though. She's not a rookie in Florida.
No, but it's a different system.
But she knows what happened with Epstein if she's coming from the Florida. I mean, to just push back, because the audience is going to be like, you know, yes, we understand she's a likable person, but you're in a state that you know what this guy was doing, and you've been here for a while as a player, and we all wanted her to have this job.
Well, you'll find that one of the attributes of me is to not attack people when I don't know.
I respect that.
And I don't know what the inside baseball. I don't know what evidence she had before her. What I do know is she's brand new in a job.
Mm-hmm.
She's in a totally different system than she's ever worked in. She's got mountains of federal attorneys working for her. And I know and have seen the decisions she's made in the past, so I don't know why she made the decision she did, because I don't know what evidence she had before her.
If you came into the White House today and somebody said, okay, we're not going to offer the job, but look, for America, do it for the kids, Sheriff Judd Grady, even if it's, you know, a part-time, just come and help us out with this. You know, we want you to help get to the bottom of Epstein files, okay? What would be your next 3 moves? What would you ask for? What would you want to see?
Well, first off, I'd like to know what the investigation really says, because people are led by the Epstein files with the public media, all right? What is the media saying? Is that the truth? I don't know.
What have you heard? As even somebody that's a heavyweight in the state of Florida, people talk. You guys talk to each other, right? I mean, if I'm in the insurance space and I was a power player in the insurance space, I went to a conference. Guess who I'm talking to? Other power players. Guess what they're talking about? Did you hear about that guy that did the fraud? He was doing such and such. He's going away for jail. Did you hear that organization that went and hired that CEO? He went and picked up a cocaine and lost all the employees to the other. Did you hear those guys that bought the other guys? Everybody talks. So when you were doing your thing the last 5+ decades, did stories ever come back to you in Polk County about this guy named Jeffrey Epstein?
Never.
Never?
Until I saw him in the news.
Oh, so outside of the news, nothing ever came back to you?
Nothing.
Interesting. So
all I know is he's dead now, but he's a deviant. He's a sick
How do you know that?
From the evidence and his arrest. So that unequivocally, he's a deviant. But I don't know the investigative information on the case. And quite frankly, do you know why? I'm busy doing my thing. I don't have time to dig down.
Get that. Yeah.
And you can't dig down and get what I call the inside baseball on it, because investigations are confidential and they're compartmentalized. I know he was a terrible, horrible person, and why in the world anyone would want to ever be around him is a shock to me.
Would want to be around him, yeah. I
Yes.
mean, listen, the stories are coming out, Sheriff Grady, and so this is, regularly, we see the stories, and more emails are coming out, the more and more embarrassment to a lot of heavyweights that, you heard about what Warren Buffett just said. I don't know if you heard about this Warren Buffett story, Rob. Warren Buffett just recently said, I have distanced myself from Bill Gates over the Epstein stuff. Now, these are guys that are, at one point, they were very good friends. Is this it, Rob? Do you know what minute it starts in, or you don't have it yet?
Where I'm picking some guy's pocket or proposing to someone.
I need 1 second.
Okay, go for it. Do that. So you're right. It's happening with a lot of guys. It's just this has gotten so much national attention because you know what it makes the average guy do? The average guy goes out there and says, okay, the system is not, they'll listen to someone like you. I'll listen to someone like you. I'm like, dude, I wish we had 1,000, Sheriff Grady Judds that are going out there cleaning house, makes me feel safer. I live in Florida. with 4 kids and a family and a business. You saw the first time you came, we did a podcast in the other building. You saw where we are right now. We're talking about the business. I'm here because I trust DeSantis. I trust the way he leads.
He's fantastic.
He's phenomenal. Like, I was very complimentary. By the way, I gave him a hard time a few years ago because I wanted Trump to run instead of him. But I am such a supporter of what he does as a governor for families and kids to feel safe, right? Families and kids to feel safe. But then when you see somebody like you who is this experienced, if I'm in the White House, I'm sorry, you're going to get a call, and I'm going to guilt trip you into helping me out with this thing here. I'd call you and say, look, I know you don't want to do this, but these kids need someone like you to come and find out what happened and get to the bottom of it, because a lot of these guys are having a hard time. And if you said no, I would say, listen, on my own dime, I'm going to get you and your wife a beautiful place over here. Give us 90 days. I'll give you access to the information. Let's get to the bottom of it. What would you do? There's no way in the world I'm going to let a guy like you with your capabilities, your experience, not have some kind of a shot at getting to the bottom of this.
Well, I can tell you that I would look you in the eye and say, you know, as long as I don't have to quit being the sheriff of Polk County, I'll bring my team and straighten that out, because I can do it with my team. I'll guarantee it. But you've got to have people who want to be engaged and are full bore involved in doing what's right. And that's all you have to do. This stuff is not rocket science, but it's really much more important than rocket science. And the reality is Epstein is a deviant. But who knows? He might have thrown lavish parties and big parties that people went to. They had no idea he was a deviant because they weren't into that deviant conduct. Now, on the backside, we find out what he really is and what he was doing. Well, it wraps up a lot of people who said, all I did was go to his house for a party.
That's right.
I didn't know.
That's right.
Now, that's a real possibility. But there's not enough bad words to say about Epstein.
And that's why I say if somebody clips this and puts it out there and they're saying, yes, I would love for him to get nominated, share this and retweet it so people can see it, and maybe we can get some nominations coming up here soon because of this conversation we're having together. I'm going to go to another story with you. Again, kids, I think as we're going through this next phase, a clip was going viral yesterday by Gavin Newsom's wife, Jennifer Newsom, talking about how, you know, we gave our sons dolls. And for boys, we feel boys need to have dolls as well. And she starts going into all this stuff that she's doing, you know, this whole sensitivity, woke, LGBTQ, BS that we've all heard, and she's kind of going there, right? And the one part that I don't think the Democratic Party understands is this is an issue that even Democratic families are against, and they keep pushing it, thinking they have their base. Maybe half of their base wants it, but the other base doesn't. The other side doesn't want it. And the more they talk about this, the more they're going to force people to become independents, libertarians, and Republicans, because they're like,